Okay, and we are back. I did go ahead and drop that link. That part I did remember, so please do go ahead and click that. We all know that moving is very expensive, especially when it's all the way across the country. So, yes, we are back. I hope everybody enjoyed that pre-recorded segment. I really do enjoy doing that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and not do any more niceties. Let's jump right into it. Here is our map of where we're at, and specifically, Hyacinth's home is up here, CH standing for Chateau Hyacinth, and as you can see, it's a fairly short jaunt from Hyacinth's home to the city of Silverymoon. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about travel arrangements. Yes, we have a cart, we've got a couple of horses. As you are traveling to Silverymoon, of course, it is becoming dark. And after the sun sets, you do still have dim light to go by because the moon is very large, very full, and very bright. I forgot desktop audio this time. Please say that one more time. No, it's okay. You only didn't hear that one sentence. We're still good.
I was making a pun. The moon is almost silvery, one could say.
Yes, it is.
Might be nice for you to see the map. Can you share it, please?
Absolutely. That sounds like a fantastic plan. There you go.
Hey, there we are.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about your travel arrangements. Like, who is driving the cart? Who is in the cart? Who is walking outside the cart?
Calder is almost certainly the one driving the cart because it's his.
You also have the best night vision, so you'd be the best dark vision. You'd be the best person to like guide the horses safely.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, do goblins get dark? I think everybody has dark vision,
Yes.
right? Because Barnabus has dark vision. You've got dark vision. Yeah, both of you. Okay, so
and then Calder has extreme dark
Yes.
vision.
Yeah, Calder's dark vision is 120, which is distinct.
Yeah.
Yes. Specifically, dark vision makes dim light into bright light, and it makes darkness into dim light.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't see colors in dark vision unless you have that very special one particular type of it, which none of us do, I don't think.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think as far as, because Calder's driving, Echo would start the journey inside the cart and then get restless and go outside and start doing like jogging along the side of the cart. And like you can tell that one nap and the fact that he's no longer attuned to that staff, like he's feeling way better.
Little restless, perhaps?
Yes. So he's getting off some of that steam by just like keeping pace with the cart. And he's fast enough. It's not even
Monks.
This isn't even cardio for him.
We're going to say that Barnabus, who is both a dwarf and a heavily armored, is going to go ahead and be in the cart as it's going. And yeah, so there is not really a road that goes from Hyacinth's home directly to Silverymoon. At some point you will meet up with a road, but for the most part it's just cart paths. Yeah, I mean, there is probably some trade between Hyacinth's lands and Silverymoon, so there are definitely tracks. You don't have to like go around giant routes or anything like that. Let's go ahead and just go straight to a perception check, please.
All right. I know we have a bonus in the chat.
We do have a +5 advantage, so if you want to take advantage of this, the first person who rolls can absolutely do that.
You want it? You're likely to have the better wisdom.
My perception is better, so let me take that. Is it advantage or is it a +5?
It's up to you.
Okay.
I rolled quite nicely.
I generally assume, because advantage is technically better than +5.
Right, we'll see. Fuck yeah, it is.
Awesome. Okay. Give me 1 second. I
do like how on either of those die results you would have rolled higher than me.
I need to roll as
it's
well.
Only a +3, so.
But if you get the +5 with the +5 on top of that, that's 27.
So fun fact, even though Echo is very, very much paying attention to everything, he is still completely caught off guard when there is suddenly, from a very close distance, loud screeching howls, like a wolf howl, except kind of different from a wolf howl. And we're going to go ahead. I'm going to place you on the map really fast, and I'm going to share the map with you.
A 22 wasn't enough? Damn.
No. The stealth was literally a natural 20, and now I'm going to go ahead and hit the crit button.
Oh, good. All right, here we go. It's going to be one of those nights, eh?
Okay.
Although, Calder does have a thing of warning, so we're not surprised.
You do, however, just before you hear the howls, echo, you see on the ground, on the trail, you notice streaks of blood, and like, you notice disturbed earth, as though fairly recently there was a fight here. Calder, tell me, because you have switched out, you had the Sickle of Warning, which made a screeching, like blight sound in your ears, but you have traded that out for a Rapier of Warning. What does the Rapier of Warning's warning sound like? That was the best sentence ever.
As I recall, the sound that we decided for it was sort of like a keening buzz that is sharp, distinct, and immediately pulls your attention to it, and we are trained enough to know what it means. We are in danger. We are in danger. Now,
nobody is surprised because of the warning. Great weapon, great item. Out of the underbrush and over the rock that's directly south of the cart, these large humanoid creatures, not large as in capital L large, dash out at you, running kind of weirdly on all fours, and you notice two things right away. One, these are kind of humanoid-looking, wolf-looking things, and two, they have orcish tusks.
Uh-oh.
Taking all of that in.
Oh, that's a fun title for these things.
Indeed. You find yourself facing lycanthropic orcs, and I'm going to need some initiative, friends. Let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Why is that so high? The cart. Got it.
That? Oh, the cart. Okay, that's what I was clicking on by accident.
Oh, wow. You're right. Okay, so that's annoying. Sorry about that. You'll have to be very careful where you're hovering.
I'm just measuring distance at the moment.
All good. Let's do that initiative, friends.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's fucking go. Fuck yes.
Per the item of warning, I have advantage on initiative.
You do indeed.
Echo took a nap. He's ready to go.
Okay, speaking of Echo, so yes, like bounding out of the underbrush directly to your left and leaping over the rock that is to your right are a pair of these orcish werewolves that are dashing towards you. What do you do?
You want to roll initiative for Barnabus real quick?
Oh, I should probably do that. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I forget that he's not actually classified as an NPC.
Okay.
Oof.
Cool.
He's not doing great.
Yeah. So I can see three of them.
He was taking a nap.
Yeah. Okay, porks. Nice. All right. Fuck. Echo is going to. We need the horses alive. Can Echo? This isn't like a full carriage. Echo can like see Barnabas in the cart, right? Like, it's not like four walls around him, right?
Right. The carriage or the mini that I have looks like it has a roof, but yes, you can see Barnabas there. He is up. I mean, he also was hit with the warning sound, so he's up and like pulling his axe out. Give me another perception check really quick. Now that you can see them clearly.
Now that they made a fuck ton of noise. Yeah. Okay.
This is not going to be a difficult one, so go ahead and roll that.
That show up? Fuck you. It was in the chat. Come on. Do I keep missing the window? What is up with my dice?
There we go.
There we go.
Awesome. So the werewolf specifically that's coming to you from the north, its muzzle is absolutely covered in blood, as is like a lot of its chest.
So
it doesn't carry any weapons, at least other than the massive fuck all claws that it's flashing at you.
Okay. Echo is going to cast Bless on the three of us.
Nice. Go ahead and apply those.
Yep. So
for those who are new to D&D, Bless is a spell that gives an extra D4 an extra D4 bonus to attack rolls, saves, and skill checks, or is it just attacks and saves? I think it's just attacks and saves.
I think it's just attacks and saves.
Yeah,
yes.
Attack and save.
So he will do that. He will... oh, wow. Why is...
like I said, you gotta be careful. I don't know why it's doing that. It's a little bit annoying. I might just delete that. In fact, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that token.
Wait until my action, because one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to step off the cart and slap the horses so they run off ahead.
Got it.
Be out of the fight.
I'm trying to run up to the one to the north.
Yeah, I'm
shouting.
I'm just gonna go ahead and delete the token now to make it easier, and we will take it as given that you're gonna send it away.
Run up to this guy, saying loudly, "Weird werewolves!" and get up in this dude's face. And
as a note, anything that looks like, you see how there's the grass on the side of the roads, but you do see these sort of circular bushes. Those are considered difficult terrain. You're fine. You made it.
I got enough.
You got plenty of movement, but I just wanted to mention.
And he will shout out werewolves, look this bloodied, one with the bloody muscle right in the eye, and say, "Let's dance," and takes a bonus action to spend a key point to do patient defense.
Remind me what patient defense does.
It's the dodge action. Disadvantage on any attacks against me.
Awesome.
Yep.
Is that it for you?
Yep.
Awesome.
And then key point down.
Hey, it's gonna go ahead and dance. Let us go ahead and do a. We're gonna do a multi-attack. So we're gonna start with a claw. And it has disadvantage. Hold on, I'm not gonna roll that yet. I'm gonna go ahead and remember to do the disadvantage. Oh, damn.
Fuck yeah. Dude takes a big fucking swipe and Echo, limbos under it.
Fantastic. And now it's going to go ahead and attempt to bite you. Oh, also with disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Also misses. It rolled a 19 on that other one. You are very, very glad that you took that dodge action. Okay, So it runs up, it takes a big swipe at you, it takes a big bite at you, and you're able to easily dodge, dip, dive, duck, and dodge.
Mm-hmm.
Calder, it's your turn.
Calder will step off the cart, and this is where he'll, on his way down, will slap the rear haunch of the horse and just let that cart run away.
And
wait, Barnabus is still inside.
It takes off. As it takes off, I will go ahead and say that Barnabus, who was kind of getting out anyway, I'm gonna have Barnabus make a dex save. Because he's doing it outside of his turn, I'm gonna go ahead and have him make a dex save, and he's not great at dex saves, so let's see how this goes.
He is blessed. So.
He manages. So he staggers and falls backwards off of the cart as it begins to move forward at speed. But he manages to roll over the back of the cart and lands kind of on hands and knees without going prone and stands up.
That was a 22. It was a pretty superhero landing.
Yeah, but he's still a heavily armored dwarf.
Makes a loud thud.
Clank. But I'm not going to charge you an action for that. What do you got?
Next action is does a quick check of the field, just confirming the count of things, and once he has that, he's not going to move very far. He's quite actually, if anything, he's going to move slightly back from his current position. His goal is to try and remain out of easy range of anything.
Yep.
And we need more friends. So my first, as a bonus action, I'm going to be summoning my Hound of Ill Omen.
Hound of Ill Omen. Yes, I'm going to pull up that spell really quick.
It's not a spell. It's a class feature of.
Oh, right.
Of Shadow Sorcerer.
Awesome.
I summon a Direwolf that is medium sized for some reason, and it appears anywhere in my line of sight, and like within a certain distance that everything is well within. I'm going to be summoning it near Werewolf Orc 1.
Okay, I will make it friendly.
Like essentially in between me and Werewolf Orc 1.
That's Orc 3. There's Orc 1. We'll make it medium-sized.
And while it is within melee strike range, he has disadvantage on all spell saves against my stuff.
While he's adjacent?
On top of that, I'm summoning it adjacent to him.
You said you had to... Okay, got it. So it's going to be like summoning it on top of the rock. Gotcha.
Sure, that's fine. That's actually perfectly dramatic.
Yeah, love it. Let me really quick, because I can't stand just having a D token. I'm going to go ahead and pull up a token really fast. What else you got while I'm doing that?
The rest of my effect is I'm going to spend... That costs me 3 meta magic points. So I'm going to spend I'm going to spend the meta magic points necessary for a twin spell. I'm going to twin Shadow Blade, twin Tasha's Mind Whip, and I'm going to be casting it both on the dude that I summoned the wolf near and the one that is the one that has and number 1, the one that hasn't yet acted.
Okay, so Orc 3 and Orc 1, you're going to hit with Tasha's Mind Whip. Go ahead and force those saves.
Okay.
Oh, I just now got why you were saying that the moon was full.
And this one has the guy at disadvantage. So a second roll because I saw you got that one.
Okay, both of them get mind whipped.
Okay, cool. They will both take 3d6 psychic.
Go ahead and roll those.
And they're and at their next on a failed save, it takes 3d6 psychic damage and cannot take a reaction until the end of its next turn. Moreover, on its next turn, it must choose whether it does move, action, or bonus action, because it only gets one of them.
Makes sense to me.
Life sucks for those two.
Yes, indeed. You all set?
And then right after me, there's a Direwolf. There's a magic Direwolf that has.
Oh yes, that's right. It goes on your initiative, right? So
it goes
20
immediately after my initiative.
Yes. Okay. Direwolf, what's it do?
It's gonna bite the orc, the werewolf, because it can't do anything else. It also doesn't explicitly call it out, but it is a creature made of magic.
Does it explicitly say that its attacks count as magical attacks? This is valid and important.
It does not explicitly say that, no.
Awesome. We're gonna go ahead and roll that damage. It does resist the damage, so it only takes... Oh, it resists it completely. It takes 0 damage. But it does still have to take a strength save, which I will go ahead and force right now. It will fail and fall prone.
Fuck yeah.
So prone and mind whipped. He is that wolf is having a bad day.
Indeed. It is very much having a bad day. But it is a magical creature, yes? Okay, got it. Excellent, fantastic, wonderful. We have Orc Werewolf number 3, which it's kind of in a berserk frenzy. You said that it only gets 1, which kind of sucks for it, because as an orc, it does have the aggression bonus action, but it can't utilize that along with an attack. So it's just going to go ahead.
Your supernatural rage is no match for my childhood trauma.
Night, Lionar. It's going to go ahead and rush forward, and that'll be its action. Horse, I'm going to remove from the combat tracker. And Orc 1 will go ahead and take an attack of opportunity. It's going to take half its movement to stand up. It's going to take an attack of opportunity because it's going to bonus action to aggression and attempt to skirt around the...
It cannot. It has also been mind whipped.
Oh, it also got mind whipped. I forgot. I know it saved first, but then it had disadvantage. So I guess it's just going to go ahead and I guess stand up. It will use its movement, the rest of its movement, to come around here without leaving the attack space. Actually, how much? It takes half its movement to stand up. It has 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15. Okay, so it's still going to take an attack of opportunity. Go ahead and roll that. It's only moving. It's moving toward Barnabus.
It's your NPC, dude. You can roll it.
Oh, I'm going to roll it. That makes perfect sense to me. It's my NPC. I could probably give it to you, but let's go ahead and do that.
Wolves upon wolves. Although, even if it hits, does no damage.
True, but again, it's the dropping it, right? So it hits,
Yeah.
and we're gonna go ahead and
where it is.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the strength save. This time, it does manage to sort of shoulder aside the wolf and move out towards Barnabus. Speaking of whom, Barnabus is currently surrounded by orcs, and he's going to go ahead and take an attack. He's actually going to go ahead and take a couple of attacks. He's a level 7 fighter. So we're going to go ahead.
Get it. Get him. And he's blessed.
I couldn't even tell like what that landed on, but it does look like it hit. So we're going to go ahead and deal some damage. Nice. 12 damage on his first attack. So he takes a mighty slash. Second attack on the same one. Oh, wait, that's not what I meant. Hold on. Let's roll the attack first. Come on, Cunningham. You know what you're doing. Thankfully, he does hit, so the damage does apply. So it doesn't really matter. Hey, guess what? He's going to action surge.
Fuck yeah, Barnabus, fuck him up.
You can take one additional action on top of your regular action. So he's going to take a third attack on the same one. This time I'm going to remember to roll the attack first.
Action surges, he gets his whole action. So if he has multi-attack, he multi-attacks again.
With a 2, by the way, along with the bless, he manages to still hit it. So again, bless is already paying dividends. And then finally, his final attack.
Yeah.
Oh, that was almost a 1, but it wasn't. He hits it again. Absolutely badass. Doesn't manage to kill it, but gets a total of 4 slashes off. And because he is in fact wielding a magical axe, it does deal the damage and deals these horrible hissing wounds. And the werewolf looks legitimately surprised at being wounded. Like it looks down at its wounds, kind of looks somewhat nervous for a moment, but then of course goes back into its berserk rage. We are back to Echo.
Okay, well, it sounds like you guys got those two. So Echo's just going to focus on this dude in front of him. Did he, with those high perception checks, notice that, like, there was a difference between the dog trying to bite at it and not doing anything, and Barnabus with his magic weapon successfully doing damage?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that you're able to notice that, sure.
Cool. Echo's not going to reach for his spear, going to crack his fucking knuckles and just go in for two unarmed attacks.
Focusing his ki.
Yep. Because he's of that level where his fists are magic. What is going on? Okay.
Echo casts fist. You absolutely managed to hit it. Go ahead and roll that damage. We'll do a quick description of what this looks like in a moment. Roll the second attack. Literally, we're in don't roll a 1 territory, so you go ahead and hit it a second time for another 6 damage. Tell me what this looks like.
So Echo, while ducking under this thing's attacks, looks around, notices the other stuff happening behind him, cracks his knuckles, and then just like he's not even trying to go for a weak point. He's just starting to work on this guy's chest like it's a body bag. just solid hits, feeling ribs crack under the blows.
I feel like Echo has a little bit of repressed rage going on right now because of certain events that just recently happened. So that makes perfect sense to me. Are you done or are you doing anything else?
I'm going to spend another key point and bonus action Flurry of Blows.
Ugh. Hit it.
So let's do some more attacks.
I love how you're rolling really badly, but it doesn't matter. Though minimum damage does kind of matter.
Although this, because I did Flurry of Blows, I can now do, I hate with the Flurry of Blows thing. Where's, oh god, it's been so long. Is that under martial arts? Yes. No, it's under Flurry of key points. God damn, what's going? There's so many abilities. Yeah, I can do. Fuck no, it's the open hand thing. Monks have so many abilities.
True story.
Okay. I want it to. Because I hit it. I'm going to make sure it can't take reactions until the end of my next turn. Because I'm an open palm monk.
Nice.
And then I will go in for the last hit.
4 attacks. Absolutely gross. But then again, Barnabus got 4 as well. Nice.
Yeah, and on this one, since I hit again, it's going to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
DC is...
Can you force it?
No, I can't.
Okay, no problem.
DC is... 14.
It fails.
Knocked prone, baby.
Okay, you knock it over. I'm not going to bother applying it because it's up next and it's going to stand up first thing. But
yeah, but since he doesn't have a reaction anymore, I'm going. No, Calder's okay. I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to move a little bit down there, just a little, like reorienting myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Tactical. Very good. Up next, that same orc will go ahead and stand up. It's going to take its multi-attack.
Not at disadvantage this time.
It will hit with the first attack.
Why isn't it auto-rolling my concentration check?
It did, but it's frozen. I saw it. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you did succeed your constitution save. Very nice. Now it's bite.
Yep.
Oh, that was almost a 20. That would have been so cool. Okay, it goes to bite you. Does not manage to bite you. You dodge out of that.
He, like, gets some of the hair and pulls it out of the bun, but doesn't actually get Echo.
It's not going to do anything else. It's Calder's turn.
Calder will, again, rescan the field, and will... He seems to make a decision. He'll turn to face Whirl 3 and will make various arcane gestures, and then reach down and tap a specific shadow, and I'm going to cast Polymorph on it.
Oh, beautiful.
Also, as my bonus action, I am going to be converting a spell slot into some meta magic points, but that's neither here nor there.
Yep, thank you for letting me know. Go ahead and force that save.
I will do so.
It fails its save against the polymorph. What do you turn it into?
I'm turning it into a seahorse.
Into a seahorse. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and like.
A seahorse requires water breathing and thus can only survive outside of water for 1 plus its constitutional modifier in rounds. To a minimum of 1 round. Its constitution modifier is -1, by the way.
Awesome. So in 1 round, here's the problem.
It'll start suffocating. In 1 round, it will start suffocating.
Yes.
But suffocating doesn't cause it damage.
That is very true. I'm going to have to really quick take a look at the text of, because if it dies as a seahorse from suffocation, suffocation does deal bludgeoning damage, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
I might be thinking of earlier editions.
Yeah.
If you die in polymorph, you are dead.
If you die in polymorph, you die in real life.
If you reduce to 0 hit points, you return to your normal form.
Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. A shape changer automatically succeeds the saving throw.
Oh.
This is in fact. This isn't now.
Things.
Maybe Calder didn't know that, but yes. So because this is indeed a shape changer, it manages to, so it starts to shrink down, and then roars its.
We'll call this Calder testing a theory.
Yeah, it roars its rage and manages to shift back into its hybrid form as it's going down.
Okay, cool. That makes sense.
Not bad, not bad. I like that. That was a good little exchange. What else you got? You said bonus action to get some more meta magic points.
Some more meta magic points. I'm not in anything's threat range right now, so I'm just gonna take a gentle saunter down here. Keeping everything in sight.
That makes perfect sense to me. What's your wolf do?
It's gonna continue to follow Orc 1.
Absolutely, it'll go ahead and follow Orc 1. I assume it's taking an attack, and in fact,
can't not.
It's smart enough to where it's going to move over here and take advantage of pack tactics.
Yep.
So it's going to get advantage on this attack. Absolutely hits it for 0 damage. I'm not even going to bother rolling it, but I will roll the save. He does crit the save.
That's good.
But he's now in proximity again and has that disadvantage. Orc 3, let's go ahead and attack a dwarf. Now Barnabus is wielding a shield and clad in half plate, so this is going to be a bit of a difficult attack. But it does manage to hit with the claw.
Okay.
For 10 points of damage. Now here's the big one, because the thing you really don't want to do is get bitten by a werewolf.
Probably not.
Oh, and it crits!
Oh, no! Okay.
Amazing, the dice are doing so good today. All right, let's go ahead and roll some damage. For 13 and a saving throw, a constitution save, so hopefully it'll be fine.
He's blessed. Come on.
He rolls a 1!
Are you kidding me? Part of it. No.
Well, that's a problem for future us.
Part of it.
That's a problem for future you. Okay, moving on. The first one. Let's go ahead and keep fighting this dwarf. So you'll notice that the werewolf is more or less ignoring the direwolf. Like, it's been bitten twice, 3 times by it, and has not taken any damage. It's completely ignoring the Hound of Ill Omen and attacking Barnabus. Misses on the first claw attack. And does hit again with the bite. So Barnabus is surrounded by these werewolves, and he's trying to block them off from both sides. But every time he goes to turn to attack one of them, the other one kind of attacks from behind, and he manages to get hit by both of them. Can you be cursed twice?
No, not if it's the same curse.
If you're already cursed, you can't be cursed again. Okay, very important. Good to know.
If it's the same curse, then no, it's already applied.
Barnabus is he's laughing out loud. Like, he's giving this loud, like, battle cry laugh. And he's going to go ahead and attack the wounded werewolf. He will hit, because again, they're very, very easy to hit.
Bless.
Attack number 2. Turns out these things have a lot of health.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes a couple of bite attacks and like sort of shoves the 2 of them slightly away from himself, takes 2 slashing attacks on the werewolf in front of him, the second of which takes the head clean off.
The direwolf is now dismissed because it goes away when its target is and when its target dies.
No, he was killing the other one, right?
No, that was the one he was attacking.
That was one. Okay.
Yeah, so the direwolf will also vanish. We're back to Echo.
So I saw some big chunks get taken out of Barnabus. You
also hear him laughing like he's having the time of his life.
All right. Let's go in for 2 attacks on this dude. Still with the unarmed strikes. What's the guy in front of me? He's that one. Okay.
Absolutely hits on the first attack.
Second one.
Are you still doing body blows, or have you changed up your tactics here?
At this point, he is going to be once he feels that first rib crack, he's just only hitting that one spot. Like focus firing through this dude's rib cage.
If you've ever seen Rocky 1, he does that to the frozen meat in the meat locker, where it's just the same blow on the same rib over and over and over again.
This dude's looking...
It's definitely not looking good.
Yeah.
2 attacks. What else you got?
He's going to... So there's a bit of mist around. And, moon, night, it's all kind of looks silvery. Echo's face starts glowing. As you see, as he's just focusing on this dude and thinking about just putting him down as fast as possible. The scars around Echo's eyes that he got from using the legendary magic in the resurrection ritual start to glow, and Echo's eyes start to glow, and his form becomes less opaque. He becomes semi-transparent.
We got to get another image for you up on your screen for next time.
Well, funny you should say that.
For Super Saiyan, yes.
His eyes are glowing, and it looks a little like.
Yes, love it. Look at that, like so cool.
So yeah, he uses his bonus action to not even purposefully activate these magical markings on him, and he has gone transparent. He has resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing from non-magical attacks. He can also move through solid objects. So that is his bonus action, and he's just like, he doesn't even Echo doesn't consciously realize that he's activated whatever the fuck this is, and he's just there staring at this guy.
It's monk rage.
Yeah. Yeah, so that happens, and that's his turn.
Okay. The werewolf doesn't seem to react too much to the light coming from your face. It's just going to go ahead and take its attack.
Okay, so he's also shedding dim light within 10 feet of him now.
It'll hit you. Now I'm going to go ahead and roll in chat because I don't think you actually have the resistance applied to you.
Yeah. Have to work that in.
So we'll say you take 3 points of damage.
Mm-hmm. Should I add that, or are you gonna?
You please.
Okay.
I'm taking my next attack. And again, it misses with the bite. Very good for you. Very good for you. Calder, it's your turn.
Well, I do have to roll the con save, but it's DC 10.
Right. For... Oh no, the bless ends!
Plus vanishes.
Okay, I'm taking off the bless from each of you.
Whoops.
And then for you. Okay, Calder, it's your turn.
I'm going to convert some of those points into the points I got from last turn into a twin spell.
Nice. What are you twinning?
Tasha's Mind Whip. It works well.
Orc 3 fails. Both of them fail.
Cool. Then
they don't get a reaction. They take some damage.
And next turn they can only get a bonus action or movement, and only one of those.
Yes.
Calder will move over here and dramatically hop on top of a rock.
Nice. So you jump up onto the rock. You're silhouetted against the moonlight as you cast your spell. Orc 3. Go ahead.
I'm going to be converting more, and for my bonus action, I'm going to be moving some spell points to restore my 4th level spell slot.
Perfect. We're going to go ahead. Multi-attack is an action, so it's going to go ahead and continue to attempt to attack this dwarf in front of it. Oh man, again!
Jesus Christ, Barney!
Barnabus is not having a good day.
I'm just taking this as a sign that Barnabas has no business being in the field.
What is even going on right now?
What? Bitch, the fuck? The dice came for blood.
The dice are out for Barnabas's blood. Absolutely awful. Just brutal. Up next, Barnabas himself. Not laughing anymore.
No.
Not laughing anymore. Is going to go ahead and take a couple of attacks. So the two of them, and for max damage, so the two of them, it's just one of those like knockdown, drag out, punch, or slash in this case. But
we gotta
like,
get this dwarf some full plate.
This is not a defensive battle at this point. This is two like raging fighters just tearing each other apart. Second attack.
An adamantine.
Unfortunately, once again the dice absolutely cannot stand Barnabas today. So he misses his second attack, but he will go ahead and, because of Mind Whip, he will go ahead and take his action to back off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he'll step back away from his dazed opponent. Does not take an attack of opportunity, and next is Echo.
Okay, the one in front of me looks worse off, right? No,
The one in front of you looks very, I mean, it was already covered in blood before you started, so it's kind of tough to tell, but yes, it absolutely looks very strongly injured.
And then I shoved some of my childhood trauma into its brain.
Going to attack.
Nice hit.
Okay, second attack. Come on.
Okay, tell me how it goes.
So Echo, seeing Barnabas get fucked up, backing up, like looking around, looks back at the werewolf in front of him and just says, I don't got time for you anymore. And just for the first punch, like actually pierces through like the skin and pulls back out. There's a bit of the bone there. And then the second one, he goes through the fucking rib cage.
Nice. Through the rib cage, out the other side, anime style, like punching through the chest and out the back.
And he's gonna turn and look at this motherfucker and full on, right on over there. Spend another key point, flurry of blows.
Calder will cry, back off of it. Do your thing, but back away.
Yeah. First hit, dexterity save, DC 14. Does he fall prone?
Let's find out. He does fall prone. I am going to apply it this time because Calder has an action, so we're going to go ahead and actually
apply it. And I have my
that.
last attack, which will be at advantage.
At advantage, yes. So hold on, don't throw it yet. Okay, now throw it. Doesn't matter that you got a 3 or a 5, you still hit.
Is your attack bonus just higher than the AC?
This thing hasn't, I mean, it's not a big deal. This thing has an AC of 12.
Yeah. So I have a +7 on my hits. So
literally anything above a 4.
So this one sits at hit. I'm gonna need a strength save this time because I'm shoving him backwards. I'm just kicking him across the fucking ground.
Absolutely beautiful.
Strength save DC 14.
It will fail that one as well. How far do you push it?
So first Echo comes in with a fucking haymaker, knocks this dude on his ass, and then it's just, is it 5 or 10 feet?
Like a punt kick, yeah.
Yeah, it's under open hand. Up to 15 feet away from me, just fucking kicks him while saying, "Don't fucking touch my dwarf!"
So it tumbles backwards through this bush, destroying the bush in the process, and like coming out the other side.
And as Echo's just standing there with his fists raised, he becomes more opaque again.
Calder!
Still giving off the light.
Calder will weave his hands in a very dramatic set of gestures. First thing is, from the ring, let's see, from the ring, bonus action, healing word on Barnabus.
That sounds like a fantastic plan. Go ahead and roll it.
It's a D4 plus Echo's spell modifier.
What's Echo's spell modifier? It's wisdom, right?
+3.
+3? Okay, so he'll go ahead and heal 4.
HP hired. My proper action, however, is I'm going to be transmuting a fireball.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm going to, hey, you know what we haven't done in this in a while? Acid.
We have not seen an acid ball in a good long time. The entire area surrounding the werewolf is going to become just devoid of even like microscopic life. It fails its save. Roll that beautiful damage.
And for the dramatic effect of it, I'm casting it as a 4th level spell.
Beautiful. So it does the extra damage, yeah?
Yep.
I love seeing all those D6s. It skeletonizes.
It gets to see what it's like. It gets to see what an acid ball's like.
And for a moment it does. For an instant it does. And then again, all of the vegetation, all of the rocks, the ground itself is just completely devoid of life. It's a 20-foot radius?
Yeah, it's
something like that.
It is an absurdly large radius.
And the night,
20-foot radius sphere centered on a point, and that point being its face.
Yeah, so the acid ball comes a
little farther back.
Yeah, so the acid ball comes very, very close to Echo, but of course you've got good enough control. You know the battlefield well enough. But now there is a 20-foot radius just void of life on the floor, except for a single orcish skeleton on the ground.
Echo doesn't even flinch. Like, I would say, like, the edge of the acid comes like within an inch of where his fist is raised, but he trusts Calder. He doesn't even flinch.
And Barnabus is standing there. He's got his bloody axe in his hand. His armor is covered in blood. He drops his shield to the ground. He drops his axe to the ground, and he's just begins to calm down. Covered in bite marks.
Echo is going to turn around.
Every now and then, sorry.
There's a moment where Echo turns, like, sees that the thing is dead, turns around and, like, has to squint a little bit. He's still giving off dim light within, like, 10 feet of him and a little bit beyond, but, like, he takes a second before, like, moving forward and then seeing to, like, actually see you guys once he gets a little closer and rushes to Barnabus.
With that, we're dropping out of rounds. What happens next?
Calder will reach into his bag of tricks and see what comes out.
Roll a d12.
Medicine check on Barney.
8.
That's an 8. Oh, man. So you've got yourself a mount again.
Is that the stag? Is that the stag?
Yeah, it's the giant elk.
The giant elk. So yeah, giant elk.
I'm not going to bother putting it on the map, but yes,
huge.
the elk is a huge creature, making it roughly the size of a particularly large moose.
Like an elephant, like a small elephant.
Yeah,
yeah. It is a massive.
It is an absolutely gigantic elk, easily enough to carry the three of you. So very good roll there.
We need to find the cart, and we need to find a camp, and then we need to find camp.
So you rush towards Barnabus. You're checking his wounds. He does not look good. Like, the wounds are bad, and the bite wounds in particular are jagged rends in his flesh. Bandaging it isn't gonna do really anything. And he, as you're sort of checking him over, Barnabus goes, "I'm fine. I'm fine."
You just got bit by some werewolves. You are not fine.
Echo kind of like holds his face and actually gets him to focus in on Echo's face and be like, "You're not fine." Echo is still glowing.
Let's get to Silverymoon. They'll be able to help me.
Yeah. Yes.
I'll have the giant elk Biggins kneel, and we'll load up.
Echo's gonna stay on the ground. Like he probably moves faster than the elk, and just going to like keep as a rear guard as they follow along the trail to go find where the cart ended up.
Echo, give me a perception check specifically. Calder, you can go ahead and make one too. Barnabus isn't going to bother.
I'm gonna remind you.
The giant elk has a speed of 60.
Oh, okay, it is faster. So Echo's gonna start trying to look around. I'm gonna remind you, DM. One of the detriments of his magic glowy marks is that he can't use his dark vision while it's up. Because the light's literally coming out of his eyes.
You're at disadvantage for this perception check.
Yeah.
Nat 20 on perception.
Beautiful.
Yeah. let me see how bad it is.
Not gonna complain.
The 20 is removed for you.
But yeah, still listening well.
As you get up onto the elk, Calder, you notice now that the dust has settled a little bit. In that little alcove to the north, you see what I'm talking about? There is what looks like the remains of a torn up merchant cart and a lot of blood. Like a lot of blood.
Calder will curse and will hop down to go check it out.
Echo's sticking next to Barnabus and the elk.
So first off, these bodies, it's impossible to tell. You know they're medium-sized, proportioned probably like humans, but it's very, very difficult to tell. They are completely torn to shreds and more than partially eaten. However, go ahead.
Looking for identifying marks, sigils, armor, weapons, signet rings, anything that can identify them, and then anything of value.
Give me an investigation check. We'll see how much you find. That was almost another 20. What is with the dice today?
They want to see big numbers, big results.
So you're pretty sure, now that you're looking, you're pretty sure you see a merchant and 3 probably were guards. There's definitely some shredded leather armor that you can identify. You will find the mark of a particular merchant. Give me a history check, I guess, to figure out what that is. Okay.
11.
Yeah, it's not a particularly well-known merchant. You see an identifying sigil. You figure it's probably identifiable, but you don't know who it is.
I'll stuff it in my pouch, in my bag.
That said, so the cart is also torn to shit, but the werewolves didn't seem interested in any of the goods. A lot of the goods have been destroyed, but like it doesn't seem like they took anything. And in fact, you find yourself a strong box that hasn't been destroyed, that's full of quite a few both coins and wares. I'm going to go ahead and drop this in the chat. Inside, there's a pouch of gems. There's a strange-looking small little sphere of glass that weighs about a pound that actually glows as you open up the. So you open up the box, and it's like that Pulp Fiction, or was it Pulp Fiction, where they look into the.
Pulp Fiction, open the case, giant glow.
Look into the box, and there's a glow there.
Close it.
You find several potions, a couple of scroll cases, some vials, and a large number, about 8, of various colors of yarn.
Calder will look at all this, will turn, walk to the cart, and like clap his hands to Echo. Bag of holding.
And also, you also find assorted weaponry and shields in the area as well. A couple of short swords, a couple of short bows, some shields, and a greatsword.
Should I will drag this stuff into the bag of holding.
Yeah, go for it.
Leaving the corpses, but we'll take what are clearly belongings and anything that's identifiable.
No problem.
Yeah.
Also, because we've had 2 toss of coins this particular round, I'm going to go ahead.
Thank you.
In the party sheet, I will go ahead and add 20 gold. Thank you very much, Leo. And thank you. Let me scroll up really quick. Who else dropped a coin? There was somebody else. Oh, it was you. You did it twice. So that's 3. So 30 gold, very nice. I'm putting that into the party inventory right now. And now everyone mounts up on the elk. You are, in fact, able to track down the cart. It's not very difficult. Panicked horses don't exactly do a whole lot to cover their tracks. And
also, they wouldn't want to go far in the dark.
No. What happens once you're all together? Are you just going to continue to Silverymoon, or are you going to camp? What are you up to?
Well, first is find my horses in our cart, because that has
Yeah, so you're able to do that. That's trivial. As you said, that elk has a speed of 60 feet. I think it's faster than a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's or slower, or just slower than, yeah.
A draft horse has a speed of 40 feet. So yeah, the elk is way faster, easily able to catch up.
So yeah, once we have the cart, we'll continue on and make our way pretty much through the night. No one's stopping at this point.
No.
So question, at this point, we've been playing for a little while, but we also had the pre-recorded segment. Do the two of you, want to go ahead and take our usual break, do a quick bio, maybe grab something to nibble on and some water, or do you want to go ahead and continue on? I'm totally down with either.
I'm good to go.
I need a break.
Okay. That was a really intense fight, friends. That was, wow. It started out looking like it was going to be a stomp, and then the dice said absolutely not.
The dice said fuck Barnabus in particular.
In particular. Okay.